are back here at the Beverly High School Patterson Fieldhouse. I am Michael Bryan alongside Larry Burnham and Bill Kipouris of the Salem News. The starting lineups for this afternoon's contest. For Salem, at guards will be Aldo Alvarez and Hector Alfaro. Daibi Pena will be one forward. We anticipate Mike Mateo to be the other. And either Phil Kalinowski or John Splain will be at center for Salem. This all depends on the health of Hector Alfaro, who has had a sprained ankle. So while Alfaro is expected to see some action, we don't know whether he's going to start. For Beverly High School, they will be starting Matt LaPointe and Dave Stanchel, their two top scorers, along with Tyler Volstek. Volstek will jump center. Ben Gomez, their defensive specialist, will be at one guard position. And at the other forward, we anticipate will be 6'3" football player Dave Timpson. You know, Larry Burnham, you mentioned other coaches here. I see Michael Bryan of Bishop Fenwick. Congratulations to his star player, Sean Conley, who scored his 2,000th point last night. He is now the third scorer in the history of North Shore basketball, with third top scorer rather, and with 10 games to go, will probably surpass Scooney Penn and be the top scorer in the history of North Shore high school basketball.
Add another one: Scooney Penn, Casey Arena, who holds Bishop Fenwick's record, and I believe Paul Moran from
Swampscott is also over 2,000. He will surpass all of those this year, I predict. Young Sean Conley will do a good job here.
As you mentioned, Alfaro is not going to start tonight. They will give the start to Kalinowski, as he has just been introduced, as they're introducing both the starting lineups here at Beverly High School. And we'll take this break, and we'll have the opening tap of high school basketball. Big game here on the North Shore. You got two undefeated teams and two longtime rivals, Salem and Beverly, right here on News Info 1230 WESX.
A log cabin on the lake. Just me and my wife and fishing.
I can tell you what I won't do. Won't just curl up and vegetate.
Do something I've wanted to do since college. Go back to college.
Ir en un crucero. Alaska.
Secure your retirement plans with U.S. savings bonds. The easy way to save, the safe way to invest. Get them where you work or bank.
Take stock in America. U.S. savings bonds.
Beverly High School junior Amanda Mears will be singing our national anthem.
Keep going, another minute. You can come out after this.
Job done by high school junior Amanda Mears here for BEV-TV. Welcome back to the Patterson Fieldhouse. We just had a beautiful rendition of the national anthem sung by Amanda Mears, a junior here at Beverly High School, who got a high five from Beverly High School coach Tom Donovan as she completed the national anthem. All right, we're all set here. As both
you can mention TV. We're doing TV here today.
We are simulcasting here for BEV-TV and WESX Radio 1230. We're ready for the opening tap. Beverly in their white uniforms with their orange and black trim will be going from our left to our right.
I'd like to thank the makeup man for BEV-TV for making us look good.
And And Salem will be in their traditional visiting uniforms, the red with the black and the white trim. The tap is won by Volstek, but it goes back to Hector Alfaro. Alfaro throws the ball over to Mike Mateo, and Mateo will bring the ball up for the Witches. Now he gives up back to Alfaro, who we don't know whether he's going to play much or not. John Splain has it back to Alfaro. Beverly in a 1-2-2 zone to start with here. Alfaro lets a three-point shot go. Bullseye! Nice start by the Witches. Hector Alfaro with a first two for the game, a three-pointer. The point with Mateo on him will bring the ball up for Beverly. Gives the ball to Gomez, and Gomez steps over the timeline, and a turnover immediately caused here by the Salem High School pressure.
Alfaro was in the starting lineup, but Coach Garrity looking to go big here. He's starting both Kalinowski and Splain in the starting lineup.
Alfaro with the ball now, dribbles with the left hand. On the right side now he goes to... Now we had a change of numbers. I believe that's Alvarez. Shot by Splain. Three-point land. No good. Rebound. High for it is Dave Stanchel of Beverly. To LaPointe. Here come the Panthers on the run. LaPointe stops. Throws a beautiful pass to Timpson underneath, and Timpson lays it in. 3-2. The Witches on top. The full court pressure started right away. Mateo double teamed and throws the ball away. It'll go off a Beverly player and out of bounds over to Salem. The full court pressure here really being applied by the Panthers right from the start.
Good job by LaPointe there. Had the break, stopped at the foul line, had the opportunity to shoot. But notice he didn't put it back, didn't stop and look around. He didn't shoot. He just went to his open wing, and the Timpson laid it right in.
All right, Mateo with the ball on the outside now. Gives it over to Alvarez. Alvarez, in it goes to Alfaro, and Alfaro is going to be, he's going to be fouled by Splain. The last game Beverly High School had here, Splain got an immediate foul trouble against Danvers and didn't see much playing time. So he's got to be
that was Stanchel with the foul. Stanchel, I'm sorry. What did I say, Splain?
Yes. All right, ball inbounded now to Alvarez. Back outside it goes to Mateo, to Splain, to Mateo, to Alvarez. Three-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebound. LaPointe loses control. Mateo has it. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. Tyler Volstek. He holds on to it this time. 3-2 now. Beverly down by one as Mateo on Matt LaPointe. They're in a man-to-man defense. It looks. No, they're in a box and one covering LaPointe. LaPointe, three-point shot, long range, no good. Rebound. Kalinowski of Salem has it. He gives the ball over to Alfaro, and Alfaro will bring the ball up. Kalinowski falls down on the way up. Alfaro waits for him as Kalinowski's the big guy that sets the picks for him. Now to Mateo. Mateo to Alvarez. He drives. Underneath shot. No good. Rebound. Dave Stanchel. Stanchel to LaPointe. LaPointe almost loses it. Alfaro almost stole it from him. LaPointe now brings it up over the timeline. Left-hand dribbler now. Back to the right. Mateo's on him. He gives the ball to Gomez. In it goes to Stanchel. Three-point shot by Stanchel. Bullseye! And Beverly on top by two at 5-3. Salem, trouble putting the ball in play. Now gets it in play. Stanchel steals it, gives it to Timpson, to LaPointe. LaPointe drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Kalinowski of Salem to Splain, and Splain will slow things down just a little bit now as he gives the ball over to Hector Alfaro as he brings it up over the timeline. 13-18 to go in the first half. Salem going right to left on our radio dial. Layoff pass in, carelessly done by Alfaro, and it's picked up by Timpson of Beverly. Turnover Salem. The point to Tyler Volstek. Volstek looking to drive, doesn't. Stanchel has it. Gives it to Gomez. Gomez to LaPointe. He's got the clean three-pointer. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Fought for. David Timpson has it. His shot is blocked by Kalinowski. Timpson gets his own rebound and is stuck from behind by Kalinowski. But great persistence that time by David Timpson.
Salem's in a 1-3-1 defense there, and that's to stop LaPointe from penetrating, which has helped. But if they can work into the two guys underneath the baseline, they're going to have some easy underneath bunnies.
On the turnaround, Tyler Volstek puts it up and puts it in, and Beverly's up by 4. Alvarez now, check it out, Alfaro now throws the ball away as he had an opportunity to bring the ball all the way down court, saw an open man, but overthrew him, and the ball will go back to Beverly. Another turnover for Salem. The press is really beginning to affect them. The point over the timeline. In it goes to Tyler Volstek. Volstek double team momentarily back outside to Timpson. Timpson holds onto the ball on the outside. Now gets to Stanchel. Stanchel looks to drive, does in the paint, puts it up and puts it in. It's 9-3 Beverly.
You get that little move, that penetration penetration there. They're going to make those little 6-7 footers.
Mike Mateo with the ball. Back it goes to Splain. Long up, intercepted by Dave Stanchill. Another turnover. Over to Matt LaPointe. LaPointe. Over on the side. Now gets to Timpson. Timpson back to LaPointe. He looks to go baseline. Back outside it goes to Timpson. He goes in the paint. Throw! A beautiful pass to Gomez from Timpson, and he puts it up, and it's 11-3. All right, Salem now really having a tough time with his press. Finally, Hector Alfaro brings it up court. Doesn't take the shot. Lays it off to Alvarez. He puts it up and puts it in. A beautiful pass from Alfaro. 11-5. The lead cut to 6. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. As LaPointe brings the ball up now for Beverly. Beverly up by 6. LaPointe now stopped his dribble. Mateo is on him. Finally gets it over to Gomez to Stanchill. Stanchill, the man that can shoot the three-pointers. And he's going to be fouled by Splain as Splain grabbed the hold of his wrist that time.
Little push off there as Volstek, was going baseline. Had that step on him there, and Splain, instead of giving the uncontested layup there on the baseline, just pushed him out of bounds, drawing the foul.
Gomez with the ball to Timpson. Lets one go from three-point land. He's got it! Oh, Beverly is shooting the lights out here in the opening moment. They're up 14-5. Mateo, long. It goes to Alfaro. He stops. His three-point shot is up, around, no good. Tip in is no good. Rebound, up, no good, and we got a foul here.
Foul in Salem. Looks like it's going to go against Alvarez, 22?
22, although Alvarez commits the foul. Pena. All right, now Gomez with the ball. Gomez gets it back outside to Volstek. Volstek has the ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll go over to, no, it'll go over to Salem. Salem bringing the ball. Mateo. Mateo loses control of the ball as he was dribbling hard, and the ball was knocked away from him and knocked out of bounds.
Salem inbound underneath their hoop.
Mateo gets the ball into Alfaro. Alfaro on the outside to Splain. Splain gets it to Pena. His shot from three-point lane is no good, but he's knocked down on the play by Timpson, and I believe Alfaro will get 3 shots.
It was a three-point attempt. Salem was working the ball in low first few minutes of this ball game. Now they've started to elect to take the shots from three-point land. Pena will have 3 shots here as Salem trails with 10:22 left in the first half, 14-5.
Pena's first shot is up and good, and that makes the score 14-6. Second one is good again, and it's 14-7. Divey Pena averaging 15 points a game, or just under it for the Witches this season. And his third one is good. Nice job by Divey Pena. 14-8 now. As LaPointe will bring the ball up the floor for Beverly. Long over to Stanchill, back over to LaPointe. LaPointe lets one go. Three-point land, no good. He can't connect today. But Gomez with the rebound puts it back up, no good. And Splain for Salem goes up and gets the rebound and rips it off the boards. Alfaro has it now. Left-handed dribble now as Beverly settles back into the zone. Alfaro gets it over the timeline. In it goes to Alvarez. Oh, nice pass in the middle to Mateo. He couldn't get the shot to go. Splain put it up, and he's fouled by Tyler Volstek.
It's Volstek's first foul, team's third.
Beverly foul number 35, Tyler Volstek.
Beverly's going to get with this 1-3-1 defense that Salem's staying in. Doesn't give him an opportunity, Salem, that is, to put some body on the rebound there to block out there, and Beverly's had a couple easy offensive rebounds.
Thus far, Beverly is 6 for 9 from the floor. Splain misses his first shot. Second shot is good, and it's 14-9. The The Witches on top, down by 5 here is Beverly. With Matt LaPointe walking the ball up the court now, calling out a play. Looking to drive on Mateo, lays the ball off to Volstek. He's in the paint, got a shot, puts it up, got it. Tyler Volstek putting it in at 16-9 now.
Nice pump move through
Salem
the lane
nicely breaking the pass. Here comes Pena, lays it up, around and in. Nice job by Davey Pena. Good pass that time from Alfaro. 16-11 now. The Panthers up by 5. Matt LaPointe with the ball, looking inside, looks, gets it to Gomez. Gomez, left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound, David Timpson with the offensive rebound. We got some pushing and shoving underneath there. No harm, no foul. Stancha with the ball to LaPointe. Looks inside, back outside it goes to Timpson. He's got a three-point shot. He puts it up, no good. Rebound this time goes to Pena of Salem. Quickly, here come the Witches. Alvarez with it. Back outside it goes to Alfaro. Alfaro looks for the shot, doesn't take it to Alvarez. He does take it. Jumper, no good. Rebound, David Timpson. Beverly back in control. The Volstek to LaPointe. LaPointe coming up quickly now. Stanchel in the corner. Stops, pops, no good. Rebound, knocked away, and it's going to be ruled off Ben Gomez, and it will go out of bounds. Salem now puts in Ryan Mulhern and Jeff Rodriguez come into the game, and Mike Mateo and Hector Alfaro get an opportunity to take a breather. Mulhern has the ball, gets it back to Splain. Splain looks up, doesn't have anybody. Now bounce passes it up to Alvarez, and Alvarez beats the Beverly press. Back over it goes to Splain, left-handed dribble. In it goes to Alvarez, in the paint, lays it up uncontested and puts it home. And the Beverly lead at one time was 9. It's now 16-13 with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Had a tough time getting it over the half court with the defensive pressure there, but Alvarez, no one touched him as he laid that one in right to the key.
LaPointe now with pressure on him from Alvarez. Substantial three-point shot, no good. Beverly's going to live or die. Tip up by Timpson, no good. Splain has the ball knocked away, and David Timpson's going to be called for the foul. It'll be a non-shooting foul, so Salem will put the ball in play. Beverly, Matt Whitmarsh now comes in for David Timpson.
That's his second foul. Still, Beverly still getting the offensive rebounds there on the misses when they do miss.
Salem all alone. They find Pena. He lays it up and lays it in, and it's 16-15 now. The Witches come fighting back. LaPointe guarded by Alvarez over the timeline, really slowing down the action here as compared to the other night when they played Danvers and they were at a full fast-paced basketball. Gomez, three-point land, lays it up and in, puts it in, and it's 19-15. And they force a turnover here, but it's off Gomez, and it'll go back to the Witches.
That stopped 11-2 Salem run there. They were down at one point 15-4. It's now a 4-point Beverly lead. Salem in possession.
Long to Whitmarsh. Volstek knocks the ball out of bounds. Almost a steal that time. A careless inbounds pass.
It's a kind of inbounds pass. Coaches either pull their hair out or get gray hair.
Splain now gives the ball to Mulhern, and again, this time Matt Whitmarsh knocks it out of bounds, and Salem just can't get the ball in bounds and make a second pass with it.
A lot of completions of the Beverly cheerleaders underneath the bench there in this little sequence.
Splain now gives the ball to Alvarez. Alvarez long down to Mulhern. Mulhern trying to drive on Volstek. Can't do it. Now does. Turns and pops and puts it in. A nice move by Ryan Mulhern. And it's 19-17 now. The Witches down by 2. They were down by 9. Gomez, right side now. Looking for LaPointe, gets it back over to LaPointe. LaPointe stops, gets it back to Gomez. Gomez to Stanchel. Stanchel back out to Gomez. Now Beverly showing some motion in their offense to Whitmarsh. Back over to Stanchel. Stanchel wanted the three, didn't take it. Now he gets it back outside to Gomez. Gomez, three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Stanchel, a long one that time. Stanchel brings it back in and has the ball stolen away from him by number 31, Jeff Rodriguez. Just came in the ball game. Rodriguez over the timeline, gets by LaPointe, gets it to Mulhern. His jump shot is way short and was partially blocked. Volstek had the rebound to LaPointe. LaPointe wants to go on Alvarez, but that packed zone that Salem has doesn't give LaPointe much room to maneuver. Stanchel, his three-point shot, no good. LaPointe with the offensive rebound, puts it back up in his stuff, but a foul is going to be called on Ryan Mulhern.
Beverly, in that last possession there, with the way they're moving the ball around, really making Salem move around on defense. Zone defense, you would tend to be in your own little section there, but they really had the Salem defense running around there. And, you know, if they can keep that up there, really tire them out on the defensive end.
Salem is 8 for 18 from the floor as Matt LaPointe will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is up and good. 20 now to 17. The Panthers on top by 3. Second shot is good again, and it's 21-17 as Matt LaPointe puts both shots down. Mulhern has the ball stolen by Whitmarsh, but tapped back out to Alvarez. Aldo Alvarez gets the ball to Mulhern. Jump shot, good. 21-19, and that's the second hoop for the substitute Ryan Mulhern. Now the ball goes to LaPointe and Gomez throwing it around on the outside. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Beverly up by 2. Gomez. 10 seconds on the shot clock to Stanchel. He tries the baseline, can't do it to Volstek. Volstek guarded, can't get a shot away. Now turns, puts it up, and can't get it to go. John Splain again comes down with a rebound. And Salem will ask for a timeout here with 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The score, Beverly 21, Salem 19. You are listening to high school basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.
America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining.
Support those most in need. Call 1-800-899-0089. See how you can help.
We are back here at the Patterson Fieldhouse. I am Michael Bryant alongside Larry Burnham and sports reporter Bill Kipouris of the Salem News. Beverly High School is on top 21-19. Who are our top scorers thus far, Larry Burnham?
Well, I can tell you Beverly's cooled off some with the field, 8 for 21, but they've only committed just 3 turnovers. You're looking at pretty balanced scoring. Gomez with 5, Timpson with 5, LaPointe has 4, Volstek 4, and Stanchel with 3.
All right, the ball, Salem puts it in play. Splain has it now in the corner. Gets it to Alvarez. Back outside it goes to Pena. 3-point shot up. No good. Rebound fought for, and it's knocked out of bounds by Beverly. And Salem will put the ball in play at their own end of the floor, under their own hoop. Under 5 minutes now to go here in the first half. Pena with the ball now, looking to go on Gomez. Now gives the ball up to Rodriguez. His shot is up and good. And the game is tied at 21. LaPointe bringing the ball up over the timeline here. Beverly a little bit frazzled here. To Stanchel. Out it goes to a substitute that they just put in, and we didn't catch that one. That's Moses Diaz. Shot up by Whitmarsh is no good. Volstek has the rebound, tries to go up, but it can't do it, and it's stolen away by Pena. Long down court it goes to Pena. Check that, it was stolen by Alvarez to Pena. His shot is up, no good, and we're going to have a foul on Stanchel, I believe. I don't know.
It was Rodriguez for Salem there, had the ball taken right out of his hands
Salem
by
has made
Volstek.
7 of their last 7 of the last 10 shots from the floor, according to Bill Kipouris. The first foul shot by Pena is up, no good, and he's 3 for 4 from the line. The score is all knotted up here at 21. A nice run by Salem as they were down by 9 at one time, and now they take the lead at 22-21. Diaz with the ball up over the timeline. Diaz looking to go, and the ball is almost stolen away. Here's Diaz almost threw away. LaPointe has it. He's driving, lays it up, and can't get it to go. But he was fouled on the play.
In case you missed the score from yesterday in the Northeastern Conference, one of those games that was postponed due to Friday's snowstorm. It was Danvers and Gloucester, and the Falcons beat Gloucester 62-56. Talk about a surprise team here in Salem. Danvers has been a big surprise in the Northeastern Conference. We'll be in Danvers on Friday night with the Witches and the Falcons right here on News Info 1230.
The first shot by Matt LaPointe is up and good. David Timpson reports back into the ball game. Also coming in for Beverly is Dave Kirkland, and Tyler Vostek will get an opportunity for a rest. Ben Gomez also reports back in. LaPointe is 0 for 3 from the floor here, so he's got to get hot for Beverly to get going. The 2 foul shots by LaPointe were good. They're back up by 1 as the long down court pass comes to Alvarez. Alvarez now to Pena. Pena to Mulhern. His shot from the outside hits the front of the rim, and Timpson has it. Here comes Beverly on the fast break, but Timpson decides to hold the ball up. 23-22. The Panthers are on top as the ball goes over. Long court pass now to Ben Gomez. Gomez looking to drive. Gets the ball to Stanchel. His shot up. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Salem. It's check that. It's Rodriguez with that ball. To Splain. Splain holds the ball up now. Looks for Rodriguez. Bounce passes to him. Rodriguez starts to drive. He stopped. Gets the ball to Alvarez. Alvarez back outside. Rodriguez 3-point shot. Bullseye! The Witches are now up 25-23. LaPointe to Gomez. Gomez looks inside now. Gets it to Stanchel. Stanchel looks for Kirkland. Can't get it to him. To LaPointe. He goes to drive to Timpson. His shot from the corner. 3-point line is short. And the rebound goes to Alvarez. The ball is knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll go over to Salem.
Well, Salem hot last 9 or 10 minutes there from the field.
Beverly is 0 for 7 in their last 7 field goal attempts. Rodriguez has it left side, wants to break the press, can't do it now, and Stanchel steals the ball. He comes down the right-hand side, pivots and turns back, looking for LaPointe. Instead gives to Gomez, back out to Stanchel, to Timpson. Timpson looking to drive the baseline, lays it up to Gomez, but too hard, and it goes off of Stanchel's hands and out of bounds. It'll go over to Salem.
He threw a bullet pass, and it was only 3 feet away.
Artie Mercier reports in now for the Witches. He has the ball, dribbles with his left hand, throws the ball on the right-hand side now to Rodriguez. Splain with the ball now. Splain almost loses it, gets it back to Alvarez. His shot is up and good. 27-23, the Witches up by 4, their biggest lead of the contest. Matt LaPointe over the timeline, picked up right there by Pena. Pena wants to steal it from him. He's really giving him a challenge. Now to Stanchel. Stanchel back outside the LaPointe. LaPointe driving. Tries to lay it up to Kirkland. Does, and we got a foul being called on Rodriguez.
Salem still 1-3-1 defense, but they're picking it up with the point man now, picking up LaPointe at the top of the circle and really putting a lot of pressure on him to either take the ball to the hole or pass it off, and that's where the wing guys in this defense for Salem have starting to play.
Kirkland at the line for 2 shots, the first one of which is no good. It goes off the back of the rim for the big fella.
First miss by the Panthers at the foul line.
Dave Kirkland with one more opportunity here. 1:52 to go. It's good. 27-24 now. The Panthers down by 3 points here. 1:50 left in the first half. The press is on. Mercier gets by Timpson and then loses control of the ball. Picks it back up, loses it again. LaPointe to Timpson. Here comes David Timpson. Lays it up. No good.
Great hustle by Splain to get back there.
Alvarez now has the ball for Salem. Salem really putting on a lot of defensive pressure. Mercier on the right-hand side. Back over to Splain. Underneath it goes to Pena. Pena looks up. Puts it back outside to Rodriguez. Back to Splain. His jump shot left-hander from the corner. No good. Rebound fought for, and Pena has it. Turns. Pops a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound picked up by Mercier. Back out to Alvarez, and Alvarez can't get the pass.
Pena got that second rebound there, just turned and fired it. With 1:09 left, he could have taken it back out, set himself up for a better shot, and killed some time. And he knew it too.
Hector Alfaro comes back in the ball game, as does Mike Mateo for the Witches, and Tyler Volstek reporting back in for Dave Kirkland for Beverly. So both teams now have their starting fives back in as LaPointe will bring the ball up. We're down to 1 minute to play in the first half. Salem is up 27-24. Timpson to Volstek inside, and Volstek has the ball slapped out of his hands, and it'll go to Beverly underneath their own hoop.
Kind of a lazy alley-oop pass there to an open Stanchel, but it was knocked away by the Salem aggressive defense.
Gomez with the ball, throws the ball inside now to LaPointe, who dribbles it back outside now. Left-hand side, LaPointe looking. There's not much movement in the Beverly offense. To Timpson, he drops a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, Splain, long down court. LaPointe knocks the ball away to David Timpson. Nice play by LaPointe. To Stanchel, puts it up and puts it in. A great pass, Timpson to Stanchel.
LaPointe made that play, put his arm up as he was heading back up court.
Gomez with the ball down court to Alvarez. Back to Mercier, but he's going to be called for traveling, I believe. Yes, he is. 25 seconds remaining in the first half. The Witches are up by one, 27-26. We have a packed field house here, the Patterson Field House, probably 2,500 people here. LaPointe with the ball, trying to drive here against Mateo. Mateo does not want to give LaPointe the last shot of the game. Mateo staying right on him. Inside it goes to Stanchel. He turns, has the ball slapped away, and they're going to call a foul on Artie Mercier for it. Mercier looks right over at Coach Paul Garrity and said, I hit the ball, but a foul's a foul.
But the way he came down, did a nice, huge tomahawk chop at that, and most of the times the officials are going to see that violent arm swing. No matter how much ball you get, they're going to make the foul call.
Jeff Rodriguez and Aldo Alvarez come in now for the Witches. Mateo and Mulhern will sit down.
When I wore the striped shirt, that was definitely a foul.
First shot by Stanchel is up and good, and the game is all knotted up again at 27-27. At least 2,500 people here have packed this field house. Stanchel's second shot is up and it's good. 28-27. 5 seconds remaining in the half. Rodriguez quickly up court with LaPointe on him. He wants to get a shot away. Can't. Gets it in the corner. 34. Pena puts it up. No good. He just rushed it up there. And that will do it. A great, exciting first half of basketball. The score, Beverly 28, Salem 27. We'll be back with Billy Kipouris of the Salem News after some of these messages, and we'll also have a wrap-up of some of our first half scoring. You are listening to High School Basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.
A log cabin on the lake. Just me and my wife and fishing.
I can tell you what I won't do. Won't just curl up and vegetate.
Do something I've wanted to do since college. Go back to college.
Eating un crucero. Alaska.
Secure your retirement plans with U.S. savings bonds.
When you think of retirement, you think no more boss, no more responsibilities, but it also means no more paycheck. So where will the money come from?
I have a pension plan where I work, but will I still be working there 20 years from now?
Start saving for retirement now with U.S. savings bonds. They're the easy way to save. They're the safe way to invest in your future. Get details where you work or bank, or write U.S. Savings Bonds, Department of the Treasury, Washington, D.C. 20226.
Look, you work too hard not to reward yourself when you retire.
Take stock in America, U.S. Savings Bonds.
Quickly starting off here with a 31-27 lead. They were up by one at halftime. Pena has the ball knocked away by Stanchel. Stanchel drives, puts it up, and puts it in. And the basket will count. The foul will be on John Splain. And boy, the Panthers have come out blazing. 28 seconds, they've scored 5 points.
And a chance for 6. And I know what Coach Donovan said in the locker room. Looking at your scorers in the first half, leading scorer for both teams was Daibi Pena with 8 points. Aldo Alvarez with 6 for the Witches. Jeff Rodriguez with 5. It was Ryan Mulhern with 4. Hector Alfaro had 3 and John Splain with 1 point. The Panthers were led by Dave Stanchel with 7. LaPointe had 6. He now has 9 with that 3-pointer to start it. And other scorers for the Panthers, Ben Gomez and Timpson with 5 each. Tyler Volstek with 4 and David Kirkland with 1.
Beverly has stolen the inbounds pass. LaPointe with a behind-the-back dribble over. Kalinowski puts it up and puts it in. Matt LaPointe with a tricky behind-the-back dribble. Now the ball stolen by Stanchel. He puts it up. No good. He's going to be fouled by Mike Mateo. And holy cow, hold the phone thrown here in less than 1 minute, actually 53 seconds. Beverly, who was up 28-27 at halftime, have gone on an 8-0 run to lead 36-27, and Dave Stanchel will be at the line for 2 shots. Salem has just called a timeout. You are listening to high school basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.
Anticipation, excitement, encouragement, hope. It's amazing what Catherine is developing in her new darkroom. Make-A-Wish Foundation of Greater Boston has granted over 800 wishes. And we've just begun.
Well, that was a big timeout, needed timeout there by Coach Paul Garrity of the Salem Witches after just 53 seconds. A 1-point halftime deficit now could be 10 as, or check that out at 9. Nice move by LaPointe there.
Matt LaPointe, wow, didn't have a hoop in the first half, just came out charging here in the second half. Beverly was 9 for 27, only 33.3% in the first half. Salem was 40% at 10 for 25, and their top scorer, as Bill Kipouris gives these to me, I had to put on my specs to see, was Alvarez with
3 for 5. 3 for 5 shooting.
3 for 5 in shooting, and Pena was 3 for 7. Of course, Pena threw up that brick right at the end of the game, end of the first half, rather. And Stanchel is 3 for 6 from the floor for Beverly.
I think Beverly, when they started that first half, was something like 6 for 9, and then he went 9 for 27.
That's right. First shot by Stanchel is up and good, and it's a 10-point lead for the Panthers at 37-27. A 9-0 run here in the first 53 seconds of the second half. Make it 10-0 as the second shot by Stanchel is good. Beverly up by 11. Mateo takes the inbounds pass, has the ball stolen away, knocked out of bounds by Stanchel. Almost stolen that time as the inbound pass was to Alfaro. Now Mateo will put the ball in play to Splain. Splain gives the ball back over now to Alfaro. Alfaro wants to drive on Timpson and does. Bounce passes to Mateo. Mateo to Splain. Baseline drive by John Splain is no good. Rebound, Tyler Volstek of Beverly to LaPointe. Beverly now running the ball up court instead of walking it. LaPointe has the ball stolen away, goes out of bounds off of LaPointe as he collides with Splain, and it will go to Salem. Beverly still employing the press, however. Almost stolen. Now is stolen by Gomez to LaPointe. He drives, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Up. No good. Stanchel tipped in that time by number 23, Matt Whitmarsh. No, check it. They get the hoop to Timpson. Now Salem right back with a drive down the floor is Alfaro, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. His shot was no good, and it'll go out of bounds off of Beverly to Salem.
Let's put this comment down here. 35.
Mateo, three-point shot up, in and out, rebound. Check that Volstek, and he knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back over to Salem. Hector Alfaro will put the ball in play. They want to get the ball, I assume, to Pena here. He's deep. They get it to him. He's got it. He fakes one shot. Now gets it over to Mateo. Mateo looking to drive. Goes baseline, and Tyler Volstek stops him. And we have a foul being called on Volstek. Wow.
Well, he went up for the block shot, but as he went up, he got his leg up there. If he went straight up with the block, he would have had it. But as he went up, he jutted out one of his knees there, which made the contact and then drew the foul.
I'm Mike O'Brien. He is Larry Burnham. We are here simulcasting for WESX Radio and BEV-TV. Michael Mateo will be at the line for 2 shots, the first of which is no good, and he'll get one more opportunity here. Beverly is on top 40-27 on a 12-0 run here in the second half. Second shot by Mateo, no good again. And we got a foul here on Volstek again, and that's going to put the big fella in trouble here with 3 fouls at the beginning of the second half.
And look like checking in right now, Dave Kirkland will replace Tyler Volstek. Saw a pretty good JV game here earlier. Both teams, Salem and Beverly. I believe Beverly was undefeated going into the game. Salem with 1 loss, and Salem picked up a 3-point win.
We have got a foul being called here on Mateo. and Stanchill have some words here. Quickly broken up, and Mateo committed the foul that time as he tried to do the old alley-oop play, and he and Stanchill went down.
That was tough alley-oop, and Mateo got the offensive foul.
Well, anyway, the two officials are now discussing the foul. I believe Beverly will get the ball out of bounds. Mateo has got to calm down immediately. Paul Garrity is looking to the official for something here as I am sure cooler heads will prevail. Now, the officials again are conversing here, and David Timpson will put the ball in play for Beverly. To LaPointe it goes. Mateo will be on LaPointe. To Gomez now, right side. Gomez looks back to LaPointe but doesn't pass it to him. Now he does. LaPointe way out past the three-point line with Mateo on him. Drives left side. Gets the ball to Stanchill. Stanchill looking to go. Can't do it. Now it goes to LaPointe. Right side. LaPointe underneath. A nice pass to Gomez, and he is fouled underneath by 34. I believe it's going to be Davy Pena. That's Pena's first foul here. 40-27. Beverly on top. 14:02 to go here in the second half. Beverly was up 28-27 at halftime. It's to my right. Second shot is up and good by Gomez. As Salem puts the ball back in play, Pena has it. Right side it goes to Alfaro. He drives, puts it up, no good, and we're going to have a foul on the Panthers this time as the game is getting kind of sloppy right now. Dave Kirkland will be the man committing this foul. And Beverly could be over the limit very early here in the second half as we've had 4 fouls called on them already.
That looks 3 for the Panthers, 4 for Salem. And we played just over 2 minutes. And Salem has still not got on the scoreboard here in the second half.
Pena's second shot is up, and finally they're on the board. 42-28 now. The Panthers up by 14 points. The point with the ball up over the timeline. Pena's check that. Mateo is right on him now. Now it goes to Gomez, right side. 3-point shot by Ben Gomez. No good. Tip up, no good. Rebound, Timpson and Pena tie each other up, and we'll have the jump ball signal, so it'll go over to Salem High School. 42-28 now. The Panthers are up by 14 points. Inbound Salem, long pass to Pena. Pena coming up against Kirkland. With Mateo, we're going to have a foul being called on Kirkland. As Pena had Mateo on the right-hand side, but he didn't see him that time on the 2-on-1. And he'll go to the foul line for 2 shots.
Kirkland just a half a second too late trying to draw that charging foul. Charge him with the block.
First shot is up and good this time by Pena, and it's 42-29 now. 13 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the second half. The Panthers up by 13 on a 14-2 run here to start the second half. Second shot's no good, and Stanchill from Beverly takes the rebound. Mateo steals the ball from the point, and we've got a jump on a foul being called on Mike Mateo.
It's Mateo's third. 5th on the team for Salem, and the Salem fans in front of us do not like that call. Neither does
Gomez to LaPointe. LaPointe long to Stanchill. Stanchill 3-point land, lets it go. No good. Back of the rim. Stanchill hustles, trying to get his own rebound. Can't do it. Alfaro has it. Hector Alfaro down on the left-hand side. LaPointe picks him up. Bounce passes into Mateo. Pena all alone on the right-hand side, and nobody saw him. Back to Mateo. Jump shot. Good. 42-31 as Mike Mateo gets the first bucket of the second half. LaPointe now driving on Mateo. Left-hand side. Back Back over to LaPointe it goes. Inside it goes to Kirkland. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds by John Splain. It'll go over to Beverly underneath their own hoop. As Matt Whitmarsh reports back into the game for the Panthers, and Ben Gomez gets a rest.
9 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers in this possession.
LaPointe with it. Three-point shot up. No good. Short. Rebound. Goes to Hector Alfaro to Splain. Splain hustling down court. Timpson almost steals it away. Splain puts it up. Good. It's 42-34. The Witches refuse to die. Here come the Panthers again. Mateo on LaPointe. He's all over him this time. LaPointe with a left-handed dribble. Wants to go. Can't. Gets it back out to Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh bounce passes to LaPointe. His three-point shot is good. Bullseye. And it's 45-34. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. And we have an official making some kind of signal here. I didn't see what it was.
8 points second half, 2 of them from three-point land.
Alfaro with the ball up over the timeline as they break the press rather easily this time. Alfaro, jump shot, three-point land is in and out. Matt LaPointe has the rebound. Beverly up by 11. Long baseball pass to Timpson. Timpson, oh, he's clobbered by Mateo. And out of bounds. And Timpson goes over. I think Mateo got the worst of it and picks Mateo up. And Timpson will go to the foul line for 2 shots.
Look for Mateo to take a seat here, and then coming in for Paul Garrity's Salem Witches, Ryan Mulherron. Mateo will sit down with 4 fouls and 11:47 left.
Mike Mateo will take a rest now. 4 fouls on the big fella. Ryan Mulherron, who had 2 key shots in the first half, has come back in to take his place. The first shot by David Timpson is good. It's 46-34. That was a collision of a couple of high school running backs that time. Second shot is no good. Rebound goes to Pena of Salem. He gives it to Alfaro, and Alfaro will be the man now to bring the ball up. Inside it goes now to Splain. Splain doesn't take the shot, gets it out to Mulherron instead. His shot from the corner is no good. Timpson has the rebound, knocked away from him by Alvarez, out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Witches. Check it to the Panthers. LaPointe now brings the ball up over the timeline. This time Aldo Alvarez greets him and going to put the pressure on Matt LaPointe. To stop the Panthers, I guess Paul Garrity's decided that you got to stop LaPointe, but inside it goes to Stanchill and he puts it up and it's a 48-34 lead. Back up to 14 points. John Splain now trying to break the press. Long down court pass. It goes to Mulherron. Mulherron has it, almost loses it to Whitmarsh, gets it back outside to Alfaro to Alvarez. His shot is short. Underneath, a nice play by Ryan Mulherron as he turns around and puts it in. 48-36, Beverly up by 12. LaPointe with the ball to Timpson. Timpson looking. Back over to LaPointe. Looks for a little bit of patience here. Now looks for Timpson on the alley-oop, and he throws the ball away. And immediately Tom Donovan gets up and tells him to settle down here, the Beverly High School coach. Beverly now again will employ their press. Pena has it. Takes a couple of dribbles with the ball, stops, gets it back over to Splain. Splain gets it down court nicely to Alvarez. Alvarez shot, three-point land short. Rebound goes to Timpson. He puts Mulherron down that time, and Matt LaPointe now has the ball looking to drive. He's in the paint, lays it up, and puts it in. Matt LaPointe with a nice drive, and the Panthers go back up by 14 points at 50-46. The Panthers again in that 1-2-2 press zone. Now they're in a 1-3-1 press zone with LaPointe being the man to put the pressure. And it works this time as the ball stolen away by Stanchill to Whitmarsh. Matt Whitmarsh brings it up over the right-hand side. Fakes one way, gives it to LaPointe. LaPointe way out, it goes to Stanchill. Three-point range, shot up, short, rebound goes to Pena of Salem. He gives the ball over to Alfaro. Hector Alfaro to Pena. His shot up, short, rebound, tipped high. Kirkland has the rebound. Nicely done for Beverly. To LaPointe. LaPointe bringing the ball up. We're under 9.5 minutes now to go here in the second half. They're up by 14. On their home floor, a packed house here for Beverly High School at the Patterson Fieldhouse. Bounce pass, it goes to Timpson. Timpson back over to LaPointe, a careless pass. Alfaro intercepted it, but in his attempt to save it from going out of bounds, gave it right back to Timpson. And it goes to LaPointe, lays it off for Whitmarsh. His shot from the corner, back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Ryan Mulhern. Salem has control. Under 9 minutes to play, 50-36. Beverly on top. Alfaro now on the left-hand side. Looking underneath, bounce passes to Pena. Pena on a nice spin move, drives, puts it up, and Kirkland will commit his third foul of the second half as he will come out of the game, and Tyler Volstek, who also has 3 fouls, will come back in.
What was hampered, Salem? Halftime. Took away the momentum. They were like 8 for 11 in that last part of the first half. They're 2 for 6 here in the second half from the free throw line. They only had 3 field goals, and we've almost played 8 minutes of the second half.
Beverly from the floor is 7 for 16 this half. And Salem is 3 for 11, and that has been the difference right there, as pointed out by Larry Burnham and Bill Kipouris. Pena's foul shot up and no good. I don't know how many foul shots Salem has missed here, but 2 for 7. 2 for 7 from the line. That's every point's going to be important for them now. The second shot is good by Pena. It's 50-37. 8:45 remaining in the second half. LaPointe bringing it up against a semi-press here with Alvarez on LaPointe. However, the ball is thrown away that time by Timpson as he tried to make a bullet pass inside to Stanchel, and it was not successful.
Kind of wondering, I know I've read the MIAA newsletters I get every week. Talked a lot about the coaches box here, but these coaches have been, the referee's been pretty liberal. Tom Donovan's out there on the floor, also Paul Garrity's making his way up and down the sidelines.
All right, the ball thrown away, knocked out of bounds, actually. So Salem will put the ball out underneath their own hoop. Putting it in play will be Ryan Mulhern. He gives it over to Alvarez. Alvarez to Splain, looks. Now takes the three-point shot. Bullseye, John Splain.
Not the man I'd want to take a three-pointer, but he hit it.
The lead is cut to 10 now at 50-40. 8:14 to go. Whitmarsh to LaPointe. LaPointe, top of the circle. Lets one go from three-point land. 53-40.
I can see Mr. LaPointe has heated up. That's 13 second half points so far for the guard.
Pena driving in the paint, puts it up. No good. Tip up, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and I believe it's going to go to Salem. Stanchel was the last man in control of the ball when he was out of bounds. 7:52 now remaining in the second half.
17 points for, or check that, 19 points for LaPointe total. 13 here in the second half, and he's done the job for Beverly as they're out to a 13-point lead.
Moses Diaz reports in here for Beverly. Shot up by Salem is no good. Rebound goes to Matt LaPointe. LaPointe looked down for it, but didn't throw the long one. LaPointe is 4 for 5 here in the second half, and that has been the revival of Beverly. Inside to Volstek. His shot is up, no good. Rebound, Salem has it. John Splain with the ball. Gets it up to Pena over the timeline. Pena has a 2-on-1, lays it up, no good. He had an opportunity to dish it off to a free man and didn't do it. LaPointe with the ball now. Left-handed dribble in the paint. Tries to drive and can't get it to go. He's going to be fouled this time. I don't know who they're going to call it on. Possibly John Splain.
As LaPointe 4 for 5 here in the second half. He's 3 for 3 from three-point land. Pena there, though, he had a man wide open on the wing, elected to go to the hoop himself. Not only did he miss the shot, but he also put him in a position where he might have picked up the offensive foul. All he had to do was make the easy dish to his right, and they hit it too. Foul is on number 31, Jeff Rodriguez, for the Witches. That's his first, the 17th foul of this half for Salem with 7:17 remaining. Beverly is comfortably on top now by 14, 54-40, as LaPointe has added a point number 20 tonight.
LaPointe, who was 0 for 3 in the first half, is 4 for 5 from the floor in the second half. And Beverly, he makes his second foul shot. Beverly up 55-40, and they call a timeout. You are listening to High School Basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.
America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned
Support those most in need. Call 1-800-899-0089. See how you can help.
Back here in Beverly, it's the Panthers on top 55-40 as they have taken a 1-point halftime lead and really took it to the Witches in the first couple of minutes of the second half as they have put on an 11-0 run to put themselves comfortably ahead by 15. This is a game of undefeated teams and a game for first place at about the midway mark of the Northeastern Conference. Matter of fact, we're going to be here in about a month. The first annual North Shore High School Hoop Invitational will take place. We'll have opening round action on Saturday, February the 14th, St. John's and Bishop Fenwick at 6. That should be a great game. The 8 o'clock game is Peabody and Beverly. And we'll be back here the next night, Sunday, February the 15th, for the finals of the first North Shore High School Hoop Invitational.
Moses Diaz just stole the ball, threw a great long court pass to Whitmarsh, and Whitmarsh dropped it in. Now it's stolen by Volstek. He fakes, tries to get back inside. Estantial can't do it. It's stolen back by the Witches. Alvarez has it now. He comes down right-hand side, holds the ball for Splain. Splain continues the dribble, stops, pops, good. 57-42 now. The 17-point lead cut to 15 for the Panthers. The point now, back into walking the ball up the floor. The last time he did that, though, Salem came right back. Now it goes to Diaz. Diaz out to Volstek. Volstek to Whitmarsh. Matt Whitmarsh, right-hand side to LaPointe. Tries to go baseline, and I believe they're going to have a foul called on Splain that time as he and LaPointe bumped. And Salem's 18 turnovers have really killed them here in this afternoon's contest. 6:23 to go, 57-42, Beverly on top.
That's Splain's third foul. Getting back to that North Shore High School Hoop Invitational. St. John's a winner last night by 10. We heard Bishop Fenwick a winner. Conley over 2,000.
They beat Savio Prep, who beat them in the tournament last year. Might add 83-57.
We could be seeing maybe Conley during that tournament breaking the all-time North Shore High School record for most points in a career.
Very possible.
By the way, if you'd like tickets for that game, take down this number, 978-921-5593. That's coming up next month. Should be a good tournament and a big crowd here at the Beverly Fieldhouse.
Salem putting the ball in play. Mulhern all alone puts it up and puts it in, and it's 59-44 as the two foul shots were good for Beverly. Diaz has checked that Gomez has the ball stolen away by Alvarez. He lays it up, and he's going to be fouled by Gomez. Good hustle play that time by Aldo Alvarez, and Gomez commits the foul.
I think it's time now with 6:05 down by 15 for Salem to contest every inbound pass, every shot, and then they've got to just take it to the hoop now, maybe draw the foul. They kind of came out when that Beverly blitz early in this first half, and they were settling for the three-point shots. And that when you only get one opportunity and you get a team that just took a 10-0 run against you, you're not going to make a comeback doing that.
Shot is up and good this time by Alvarez. 59-45. 6:05 to go here in the second half.
It's Aldo's first point of the second half, too. He had 6 at intermission.
Second shot is good. It's 59-46, a 13-point lead. At one time, it was as high as 17. LaPointe dribbles through two men, drives the ball up to Gomez. Gomez, left-hand side, puts it up. It's good. Oh, he got the roll, and in it went. Nice drive that time by Ben Gomez. Here comes Salem right back. Long court pass, Pena. Pena to Mateo. Mateo. Outside it goes. Oh, we got a traveling violation call that time on Hector Alfaro. Before he took the shot, he kind of shuffled his feet.
Gomez got a break there. I thought he had a grab there on the arm on the pass there. No call. And then quickly after that, the traveling call and the turnover. Again by Salem, who's, what's that, 19 now?
19 turnovers for the Witches. The point over the timeline. Underneath the Stanchel on the alley-oop, and Stanchel lays it up in a beautiful pass from the point. Right side now it goes. Back over to Alvarez. Alvarez drives to Mateo. He lays it up and puts it in at 63-48. The lead is 15 for the Panthers. Volstek long down to Stanchel. Back over to LaPointe it goes. LaPointe double team now. They're going to try to do anything they can, box him up, anything they can now to steal the ball as we're at the 5-minute mark here. 63-48, Beverly on top. David Timpson, drive, baseline, off the glass. Nicely done and puts it home at 65-48. 17-point lead for Beverly. They're still in the press. The ball is stolen by Stanchel. He lays it up and puts it in, and it's 19 points, 67-48. Paul Garrity desperately needs a timeout here to try to get things together. Now they bring the ball up to Pena. Pena tries to get the ball to Mateo. It's deflected away by Volstek. And we got a foul called on Matt LaPointe as he hooked around Aldo Alvarez as Alvarez tried to do the spinning move on him.
Other action in the Northeastern Conference from this past couple of days. English with an easy win over Lynn Classical. Saugus beat Winthrop. And Marblehead, they get Como back. They go up and upset Gloucester in Gloucester. And then they beat their big rival, Swampscott, by 10, 73-63. So Marblehead with 2 quick wins there on the return of, is it Keith Como?
Keith Como, right. Alvarez's first shot is up, and it is good. It is now 67-49. Beverly on top by 18.
And we mentioned Danvers yesterday beat Gloucester 62-56. Also, the Danvers girls were a 4-point winner over the Fishermen. We'll be in Danvers on Friday night. The surprising Falcons look like they'll be taking on the at least one's beaten Salem Witches in our broadcast game.
LaPointe with the ball. Bounce pass underneath the Whitmire. Checked it. That's Stanchel. His shot is no good, and the rebound goes to Alvarez. He brings it up on the right-hand side all by himself now. Gets the ball over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gives it to Splain. 3-point shot by John Splain is just short. And he dives after the ball. And what a hustling play by Splain, but unfortunately slides out of bounds when he does it. And Salem now has requested a timeout. So with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining and the Witches on top of Salem, 67-50, you are listening to News Info 1230 WESX.
Anticipation, excitement, encouragement, hope. It's amazing what Catherine is developing in her new darkroom. Make-A-Wish Foundation of Greater Boston has granted over 800 wishes. And we've just begun.
4:14 remaining in this ball game, and Beverly comfortably on top 67-50 over the Salem Witches. We mentioned our next high school basketball broadcast will be Friday night. Salem at Danvers, 7:30 start. Gary Larrabee should be around for that one. I know he's bumming missing this one here. And then on Monday, January the 26th, 6 o'clock face-off. This should be another great game up at the Talbot Rink. Saugus, who wins last night, beating Danvers 4-2, takes on Gloucester, who beat English last night 7-1. As of this moment, both teams in the Northeastern Conference are undefeated. We had the undefeated matchup last week with Winthrop and Gloucester. That was a great game. This one should be even better.
Beverly breaking the press to Gomez on the right-hand side. Back outside it goes to LaPointe. I think Beverly wants to settle down now and just eat the clock up, but they throw the ball away. Pena has it behind the back pass, but Gomez steals the dribble right away from Pena. And Beverly's back in control here. LaPointe with the ball, throws it to Volstek. Volstek over to Gomez, right side. 3:45 to go. Gomez gives it to Stanchel. 3-point shot by Dave Stanchel is no good, and Pena has the rebound. Oh, he throws the ball away. Timpson has it. Lays it off nicely to Volstek. Volstek puts it up and puts it home. Nice pass, Timpson to Volstek. 19 points now, Beverly up by. The biggest lead of the game. 69-50. Timpson intercepts the pass. LaPointe is hurt. Timpson lays it up and lays it in.
Traveling. Take it away.
I don't know if they wiped off the hoop or not, but LaPointe got a finger in the eye or something and was injured on the play.
He's claiming elbows. The coaching staff is up. Official told him to sit down.
Pena has the ball now. He lays it up, puts it up, no good, and we got a foul underneath. I believe Tyler Volstek's going to be the man.
Point still. Volstek had the last basket. The Point's still trying to shake off that injury there. 3:17 left, 69-50. I know he's your quarterback there. Maybe call a timeout just for his benefit there to see what the story is. He's still squinting.
Pena's first shot is up and good at 69-51. The second one is also good, 69-52. Beverly trying to break the press now. LaPointe has it. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, and boy, he is angry at the official on that call. He thinks he was pushed out of bounds, and he is, for the first time I've seen him lose his composure.
He's still upset. He claims he got an elbow when he was hit in the face there, and we'll see what happens here.
Mateo to Splain. Splain on the baseline, lays it up. Oh, can't get it to fall. Timpson has the rebound for the Panthers. He holds the ball up, gives it to LaPointe.
Oh, moving.
Belted Pena down, no call. Stanchel has it. Stanchel baseline, and Splain is going to be called for the foul.
Nice technique if you're a cornerback or a deep safety. He just laid out Pena, and Garrity comes across half court to the bench and is now directing some words to the Beverly bench. Mike, he walked right up to Donovan and his crew, had some words to say. There's fingers pointing, and the officials.
Paul Garrity, Tom Donovan was looking to Paul Garrity saying, "What's wrong?" And the first shot anyway, as the crowd starts to get into it, Garrity very upset. Beverly High School assistant coach, however, seems to be the guy that's causing the ruckus here, and that's Scott Lewis. And Tom Donovan is telling him to keep quiet.
Well, Garrity
shot by Stanchel is up and good. On that 70-52.
On that moving pick that they laid out Pena, that there was some elbows high, and that was his call there. I mean, you're up by 18. Should have been a foul call. Wasn't.
Shot is good again by Stanchel, and we have a whistle, and I believe we're going to have a timeout call by Beverly High School. This is a smart timeout to settle things down.
Yes.
Beverly on top, 71-52. So with 2:48 to go, we'll have a timeout here. You are listening to High School Basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.
America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining.
Support those most in need. Call 1-800-899-0089. See how you can help.
Back here in Beverly, 71-52, Panthers on top. Larry Burnham along with Mike O'Brien, and hopefully that timeout will settle both teams here as we had some frustration from the Witches.
We have some hard hits finest up here, so we don't have to worry about any trouble here. Officer Phil Mitchell to my left has come back up here as things have settled down on the floor. Long in it goes to McCormick, who just came in, but Timpson steals the ball. Gives it to LaPointe with the ball into Volstek. Now Beverly with 2.5 minutes to go, well in control. Mateo on LaPointe, looking to drive on him, lays the ball off instead of Gomez. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound. Tyler Volstek puts it up strong, but can't get it to go. And John Splain has a rebound. Long pass down court to Mateo. Mateo with the ball, guarded by LaPointe. Drives, lays it up, and can't get it to foul, but he's going to be fouled. Or the foul is going to be called on Matt LaPointe.
Looking at the next games for these two teams, they'll be on Tuesday night. There'll be one game in the Northeastern Conference tomorrow, and that will be Danvers at Link Classical. That'll be a 7:30 start. Beverly will be up at Gloucester, who they had an easy time with earlier in the year. That's a 7:30 start. Salem will be at Winthrop, 8 o'clock tap-off. That's Tuesday. Check that, Tuesday.
Mateo's shot is up, and first foul shot is up, and it is short. And Mike has just had a frustrating afternoon here. Got himself into some foul trouble, and his shots just haven't fallen as they normally would. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Stanchel up high for it, for Beverly. To LaPointe. Mateo's all over LaPointe now, but he's got to be careful with 4 fouls. He doesn't want to make too much contact with him. He comes down, LaPointe comes down. He's just going to dribble the ball around. Now gives it to Volstek. Volstek 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound right back to Volstek. Lays it up and puts it home. The biggest lead of the afternoon now, 73-52. Beverly on top. Long to Mateo. He lays it up and lays it in. Back down to 19 at 73-54. Gomez has the ball stolen away by Rodriguez. Rodriguez, three-point shot for the Witches. Up, no good. Tap Mateo, no good. And a foul is going to be called on Matt LaPointe. And Paul Garrity is conceding here with 1:35 to go as he empties out his bench. In the ball game for the first time will be John Bizzotti. Tyler McDonald will also come in the ball game for the Witches. John McCormick, check that. Sean McCormick has been in the game. Salem is now down 73-54, 1:35 to go. The first shot by Mateo again is short. Mike Mateo, three-year starter for the Witches. He drops his second one and it makes it 73-55. Long down pass to Stanchel. Stanchel is hacked that time as he goes up for an easy snowbird by John Bizzotti.
And some words.
Bizzotti, who's only been in for 10 seconds, has some words for Stanchel. I guess he wanted to get into the action. As Artie Mercier is now going to report in, as is Joel McNamee.
Tell Dave, you're not going to get the easy two off of me, all right? You're going to have to earn it from the free throw line.
Beverly in the second half is 15 for 31 from the floor. When you start shooting in the 50% range, you know things are going your way.
And Bizzetti's going to be, they're going to tell him to take a seat, cool down, and talking to Stanchel too. They're both out of the game. Wow.
Well, that was really not a good play on John Bizzetti's part here. He was only in for 10 seconds, committed a foul, and then started trash-talking to Stanchel. Both have been asked to take a seat.
It wasn't a real hard foul. It was one of those hack fouls, but it would have made more sense if the game was 8 points instead of 18. And that's where they had their words there. And Stanchel said, hey, a little bit hard there on the foul. And that's what you teach your kids to commit the so-called hard foul so they don't get the 2 points.
The first shot is up and good by LaPointe. The second shot is also good. It's now 75-55, a minute and a half to go. Artie Mercier has the ball for the Witches. He gives the ball over now to McDonald. McDonald to Artie Mercier again here. Mercier, long over it goes to Ryan Mulhern. He drives, lays it up, can't get it to fall, and Tyler Bolsteck has the rebound. Bolsteck has the ball almost on the way. Now LaPointe picks it back up. LaPointe comes to the left-hand side, gives it over to Timpson. Timpson back outside to LaPointe. As the crowd here of 2,600 people, maybe even more, begins to file out slowly. And Mercier fouls LaPointe here.
And they're going to call it
an intentional foul. And I think that's a good idea here to try to keep things under control.
And we'll see some subs coming in for Beverly. Yeah, I was going to say Beverly's kept 4 of their 5 starters, or at least their top 6 players have played this whole game, where Coach Garrity over in Salem has used his bench a little more frequently, and here in this last 2 or 3 minutes with the game out of reach.
They call a technical foul, I believe, on Artie Mercier's point.
It was intentional, which is a 2. And they'll get the ball back.
All right, he gets one of the 2 shots, and now Salem will check that Beverly to get the ball out of bounds. Well, Eric Tosi now reports in the game for Beverly.
After that first half, I thought we'd have a nail-biter right down to the last seconds here, but the Panthers showed why they're the defending co-champs in the Northeastern Conference and why they're ranked number 5 in Eastern Mass, as they just took that second half, first few minutes, and blew Salem out, never let them come back.
Tosi is called for traveling, and the ball will go over to the Witches here with 46.8 seconds remaining. McDonald puts the ball in. He has it to 21 Mercier. He drives. He's going to be fouled by number 22, Moses Diaz. Bob Geswell, the director of athletics at Salem here, right in front of us, right behind the Salem bench here. I think he's just trying to keep everybody calm on the Salem side, including head coach Paul Garrity.
And the AD here at Beverly, Red
Hutt, doing the same thing, going over to the Beverly bench.
And he was, when he talked to him on Friday with a snowstorm, he says, we're going to call a game off. He says, I'm just making it official when I get a hold of Bob Geswell at Salem, and I'll get back to you. He says, we want to have it on a Sunday afternoon where there's nothing else going on. This will be the main draw. And
It has been a great draw here. Whitmarsh with the rebound up on the right side to Kirkland. Dave Kirkland drives, puts it up, no good. But he's going to go to the line, as I believe it's Ryan Mulhern who committed the foul. 30.7 seconds remaining. Beverly on top, 76-56.
Again, the doors to the right of the scores table, the orange doors will be open.
Well, as we mentioned, Salem 9-0 in the league, 10-0 overall. They've difference between them and Beverly. Beverly has won most of their games very easily in conference play. Salem gets by, 2 points by Gloucester. Pena makes 2 free throws in the last 2 seconds. Marblehead gave him a tough game before Como came back and only beat him by 5. So maybe we are seeing the cream of the crop here in the Northeastern Conference in these Beverly Panthers.
Mercier on the right side to Mulhern. 3-point shot up, no good. Dave Kirkland goes high and rips down a rebound, and he's fouled by McDonald. 20.8 seconds remaining here. That North Shore High School Invitational Tournament, you can get your tickets at Todd's Sporting Goods at 407 Cabot Street in Beverly, or Hare Headquarters in Peabody at 18 Lake Street in West Peabody, or at Corporate Design Insurance, 64 Bridge Street in Salem.
And that should be a heck of a tournament, looking at the teams. As we mentioned, Bishop Fenwick, St. John's Prep playing well, Beverly playing well, Peabody, who we thought would play well, still looking for their first win. But you know what? If it comes down, I mean, that could make their year. It could be their own little tournament, beating a couple of top-notch teams here on the North Shore, and for the bragging rights, really, of the North Shore, of these 4 teams.
Kirkland made 1 foul shot as Mercier has the ball now, drives, lays it up, and lays it in, and it's 78-58. Hardy Mercier with the basket. Whitmarsh with the ball, over to Diaz with 2 seconds remaining. Diaz lets it go, it's no good, and that she'll do it. The final score, Beverly High School 78, Salem High School 58. After a 28-27 halftime score, Beverly High School came out and scored 50 second half points on their way to victory, as they were just under 50% at 15 for 31 from the floor, as Billy Kipouris gives me his statistics. Thank you, Billy. We'll be back here with our wrap-up. Final score again, 78-58. You're listening to high school basketball on News Info 1230 WESX.